How many of us have felt like an outsider at some point in our life? Feeling a sense of belonging with a group can have significant effects as individuals, but also as a society. Competition and rivalry are a common component between different groups. This can exist on large scales, think boomers and millennials or the rich and the poor, or on smaller scales, like different soccer teams or departments within a company. These groups feel a sense of companionship with the members of their group and a disconnect from outgroup members, even if they've never met. A Bing colleague set out to determine whether parochial altruism, which is the ideal that altruism toward in-group goes along with aggression toward outgroup, is the motivating factor of group conflicts. Researchers first assessed participants and accordingly labeled them pro-social or pro-self. In this experiment, participants were randomly assigned to groups and instructed to participate in a conflict game where they must compete against the other group for money. In the first treatment, the winning group will have funds evenly distributed among group members. But in the other treatment, participants of the winning group could choose to punish in-group members by giving less money if they feel the member did not contribute adequately. Results show participants that are pro-social were more likely to be more aggressive to outgroup members, as well as to punish in-group participants, further driving the competition. These findings indicate that parochial altruism is a strong motivator in group conflict. Halevi and colleagues set out to determine the source of motivation for intergroup conflict and whether it stems from in-group altruism, outgroup aggression, or both. Researchers designed an experiment with 4 conditions: one where the options reflected selfish choices or parochial altruism, and one where the options reflected parochial altruism or in-group altruism with no outgroup consequences. There were also communication groups where participants are either allowed a chance to talk to group members for 5 minutes before making private decisions, or no communication groups. Results showed an overwhelming rate of cooperative within-group contributions, which increased when communication was present. Researchers found that participants were motivated by intergroup altruism and that altruism does not determine between-group competition. However, when maximizing the group's profits was explicitly tied to taking from the outgroup, the results were quite different, likely due to the expectation that outgroup members will be hostile and the need to preemptively defend oneself. The difference in these findings indicate that while parochial altruism is a strong motivator, it isn't entirely necessary to have outgroup conflict to strengthen in-group altruism. Further research is needed to determine how to maintain altruism towards others while eliminating the perceived need for competition. My job attempted this by having a company day with activities that paired people from different departments and gave everyone the chance to see that the groups were social constructs, and overall we were all part of the same group, humanity.